I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again. Even for you. I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
The Mad Titan Podcast with your host, Jay Washington.
What's happening, everybody? We're back in season 2, episode 13 of the Mad Titan Podcast. Me, resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington.
And your boy BC, who doesn't know if it's the 13th episode or not. Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
I had to find out 6 seconds before I started this, okay? I thought it was. I was pretty sure it was. And then I had to check again. It was like, is it? Is it? Yeah.
3, 2. Is this the 13th episode?
That's
know.
literally how I did the countdown. I was like, 3, 2. Is this the 13th episode? Hold on for a second. It just did with fucking, yeah, that was a thing. So yeah, thank you everybody who's been listening, rocking again. We're over 3 months into this. We're working on the second season and working together and all that good shit. Happy for it. But yeah, man, we're here. We're doing all the shit. So what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing, man. Just chilling. It's been a nice, relaxing day, relaxing weekend. Honestly, I didn't really do much. Just kind of hung out at the house. Made some chili today. That was good. Now I'm sitting here watching the Cowboys, recording with you.
I like the way you said that. I made some chili. I'm here with you now. Like it felt real dismissive. I want you to understand that. Like I'm here with your ass. Like I didn't fucking want to be here. Like I had other shit I could be doing. I could be eating chili, watching the Cowboys. But instead, I'm recording with your monk ass. Like I feel like that's how you came. I feel like that's how you came at me without coming at me directly. You know what I'm saying? Continue. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No, that's about it. I mean, I was gonna continue with glad I'm here, but you know,
no,
I guess not.
I know for goddamn sure you wasn't gonna continue with I'm glad I'm here. I know that for a fact you wasn't gonna continue with that. You'd be a lying head and a half. You told me that's what you was gonna continue with.
Doug, I feel like all the studios were like,
I feel like going home. I'm sorry, I just had a 5 heartbeats moment. I am so sorry. I don't know why. I feel like going home. I wish y'all could see it. I feel. Speaking of which, real quick.
Yeah.
People have been asking in the YouTube comments, this comes up on my YouTube channel and the audio just comes. People have been asking about doing it video-wise, and I'm trying to figure out how to go ahead and I basically, I'll be honest with y'all, I just don't want to make double work for my goddamn self. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to have to put on hats and
I gotta
look proper on camera.
I gotta actually look like somebody. I can come on this motherfucker looking scraggly. Like, what's wrong with you? Life has been fucking with me. Like, you wouldn't know it by the look. You can hear my voice. You'd be like, oh, he might be tired. Excuse me. And the reason he's not, shout out to Monster Zero Ultra, because I'm taking a Monster energy drink to the face as we're doing this. But I'm trying to figure out that, so I'll say that. But go ahead, and I just felt like I feel.
No, I was gonna say, man, I feel like these studios was just like, hey, let's just drop whatever trailers we have and go to holiday break. We're done for the year.
Look, let me tell you something. The word got this is what happened, I believe. Okay. So this past week has been Comic-Con XP from Brazil, which is now becoming a hotbed for them to drop shit at. Where everybody's learning this. And when I say them, I mean the studios. So I think studios was like, it's Marvel Day? Nigga, drop what you got now. Because you don't know what they're going to drop. You just know they're doing something. So, and you know, Marvel has 3 movies coming out next year between Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the Marvels. So everybody been waiting on a trailer for the Marvels. So, you know, and a Guardians 3 trailer, to be quite honest, after the holiday special. So,
I honestly didn't think it would come this quick after the holiday special.
You didn't think it was going to come? It came. It came hard. I don't know why pause. I don't know why I did all that.
God damn, Jay, we off the rails already.
Man, we are barely 5 minutes in, and this shit is. I feel like going off the rails. I'm so glad nobody else shares my microphone. I just spit all over it, and I don't want to wipe it down while he's looking at me because it's like, you know how microphones look like a dickhead, and I don't want to look like.
So instead, he's just sitting there petting the damn thing.
It's just fisting. All right, so for me, man, it's been a very busy week as well. I'm trying to build up to get ready for the holidays. I just found out a couple of days ago I am not going to be going. I was going to plan to go see my daughter for Christmas, and I'm not going to be able to go because I don't have $700. The flight I looked at right now, before taxes, was $485. Now, that is just for a basic generic seat.
Yeah.
I literally try to at least get some leg room if I got to spend at least 4 hours on a flight.
Yeah.
So you're adding that each way, things like that. And so that's like almost $600-700 for the flight on top of whatever I plan on going in debt spending on gifts for her. Not even just there, just getting my daughter's Christmas gifts. Because my daughter's mom will go out because that's her only daughter. That's her only child.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, I'll go out as well. My son, I'll just send him a couple of $100 on the Cash App, whatever, with love, pops, bam, good. My daughter has a whole lot of things she wants to get. And everyone who knows me from when we used to do blurs and things like that, know I try to go above and beyond for my babies.
Yeah.
So her mom and I were talking. She was like, look, I understand that you want to come, but I do know you got stuff you got to do and you're trying to get her stuff. And like that amount, and it just really, it sucks. Cause it's like, I want to, wake up. I remember like the last Christmas I did was when I got her Switch and to wake up with her and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get out there, but also I have to, when I go out there, I'm on her schedule. When I say her schedule, I mean my daughter's schedule. Yep. And when I say my daughter's schedule, I cannot go see my daughter on a school week. She will tell me, no, I got to go to school. She said, you can't come out here, Daddy. I said, okay. Like, it shocked the fuck out of me.
I got to go to school.
Like, I love that my daughter loves school. I love it. It is the most beautiful thing to me. But when she was like, you can't come out here, I got school. I said, well, shit, okay. Because I just picked it up.
I would take that as no. Half my time's in another place that you won't be with me. You need to come out here when I don't have to be at that.
So that's how she is. So I had to try to plot between her
smart,
spring break.
That's how old is she?
She's 9.
That's okay.
So I had to plot between her like spring break and things like that. So that's probably next time I'll come up there. But again, these flights have made it because I thought I saw a flight for like $280 round trip. I was like, yo,
blue
nigga, worse. It was Spirit, and here was the problem. So the flight from Los Angeles to Seattle, right outside of where she is 3.5 to 4 hours, right? Do you want to know what that flight said? The flight said I would leave Los Angeles at 9:15 p.m. Do you know what time that flight said I would get into Seattle?
3 a.m. When?
8 a.m.
Why?
Because I'd have to fly to Vegas and have a 6-hour layover in Vegas. Now, people are like, oh, that sounds good. I get in Vegas at almost 11. That means I can't do nothing because I'm just got to get a room.
Maybe I meet you in Vegas for a night.
First of all, pause. I'm going to need you not to say that again. Bro, the fuck? Like,
you don't want to go party in Vegas for a night? I'll fly out there for 6 hours, hang out with you, get on a plane back to Dallas.
I don't want to be on a Spirit flight, okay?
But look, if it gets you there, you get to LA, we go get you some drinks in Vegas. I can't drink, so you can drink more for me. Then you get on a plane.
So now I have to look like every other motherfucker on a Spirit flight who'd have said, I don't want to make a bad decision, so I'm going to go get drunk.
Well, then, see, exactly. Then you're just like another Spirit passenger.
I feel like you're an ass. So yeah, but it was like then on top. So look, then on top of that, people don't understand with Spirit. You hear about the low prices, right?
Uh-huh.
For those who do not know, I would have to pay for my carry-on. I'm bringing her gifts with me. I'd have to pay for a check bag. If I need a little because Spirit seats don't go back, they just sit up straight. So you got to try to find leg room, which is another extra amount of money. Again, if I want water, not a pop, not a juice, water, I got to pay for water. So when all that tallies up, it is almost the same thing I would have paid for the regular flight. Not to mention, if I go to Vegas and I start drinking, I'm blowing money fast drinking in Vegas.
Or you're making up all the money you're spending. Think about it. Think about, bro. We get on the dice table, dog.
Here's the problem.
We go roll for 6 hours, homie.
And next thing you know, I'll be out there like, they be like, hey, shouldn't you be going to check in? I should, but one more roll, I'm gonna make it. Now I'm sitting around this motherfucker with the Price is Right horn. I done sold off my daughter's Christmas gifts to try to pay the house back, all because I listened to fucking BC. Do you see how bad this goes?
Or we become millionaires. Positivity, my friend. Positivity. Think good thoughts, good things will happen.
This is very true. So I may not, more than likely not going, so I'll be here. But this week, like I said, I was on New Rockstars a lot this week. We talked a lot. Today was LA. It was the last day at LA Comic-Con. I was there.
How was that this year?
It's LA Comic-Con.
I remember that one year I came out there for that, and I was like, why did I do this?
Yeah, I don't look. It's crazy because
I think I was just glad to be hanging out with you.
Let me tell you something. LA Comic-Con, this is how it works. Friday, it starts at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's not even the whole day on Friday. The only real full day you get is Saturday. And then Sunday, it's like 9 to 4. Again, it's not. The only thing that kind of came out of fucking LA Comic-Con was the Gen V trailer from The Boys. The Boys, the college spinoff.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
The animated one?
No, the college spinoff they're doing.
Oh.
It's just college for supers, yeah.
Okay.
But nonetheless, so that happens. So then, just been out here trying to be somebody, the bunch of stand-up shows, trying not to go crazy because the industry finna shut down out here. So, I'm finna be sitting around here.
What happened again? COVID did?
No, it's just the holidays.
Yeah.
Hollywood shuts down for when Christmas comes around. Everybody finna hurry up and do what they got to do, book they got to book, shoot what they got to shoot. You just said it earlier. Let's get all these trailers out now because the holidays, and so that happens out here always profusely. But nonetheless, all that said, we've been dragging this out because it ain't a lot to talk about. So for those who are new, what we do is we get you caught up on all the things happening in the Marvel and DC live action cinematic universes. It's barbershop talk for nerds. You already know what that is. If you don't know what the fuck that means, it means I'm going to say some things that may get you in your feelings. Okay. Shouts out to a couple people who came to me today at the New Rockstars panel. Was like, I love your theories because your theories make sense. Like what you say makes sense because it's plausible. It isn't just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. You say something that ties into a bunch of other stuff. Thank you. I try to be, really responsible with that. But nonetheless,
I don't buy any of that.
I don't believe you do. Let's kick it off with the biggest Marvel news that we got. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer dropped this past Thursday. This was after I watched the trailer for probably one of the biggest movies I've ever lost my fucking mind for, the trailer reaction.
Yo, your trailer reaction is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life.
If you don't know what we're talking about, look, we're gonna divert a little bit. The Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer came out. I didn't know what to expect, and nigga, I lost it.
Is that Cheetor?
I'm like, Cheetor! Fucking Cheetor! Because he looks like Cheetor. Uh-huh. He didn't look like I was, again, we've seen in these trailers. Like I said on New Rockstars, I've said on my trailer reaction from the Transformers film, the original Michael Bay set, it kind of pulls you out of it after a while. Mm-hmm. You kind of, Dark of the Moon, you and I were talking about this. Could have been 2 movies. Should have been 2 movies. Then Age of Extinction.
Trash.
All right. Then this nigga brought in the Dinobots and he rides on a Dinobot. Fuck.
Fights him for no reason and then just, okay, we're cool now. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a like you got to tell me why, because in the cartoon, Grimlock tells you, me Grimlock run everything. You Optimus, bitch. And then
exactly like that. I remember that line.
Me Grimlock have Dinobots kick your ass. We stomp on Wheeljack nuts. What? Why Wheeljack's nuts? And so all those until you get Bumblebee that resets the franchise. So, and for those who don't know, there is the scene at the end of Bumblebee where he turns into the Camaro from the first movie. The only reason that is a scene was just in case Bumblebee didn't do well.
Mm-hmm.
It was a failsafe.
You know what? I said this on our other show. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm getting major Days of Future Past vibes from this.
What do you mean?
When Primal's like, yo, you're about to face the biggest threat you face in your past or future, bruh. Like, I feel like this is like them, because the Beast Wars have had things of going back in time and shit. So I think they're setting us on a new path so they can start not worrying about that.
Bro, we finna get the Insecticons. That's what this is. We already got the Terracons. They're calling them the Terracons in this, right? They're not the Predacons, because
no. Okay. So the Terracons are actually a race of like zombie Transformers.
That's what those are in this.
So there are going to be the 3 leaders, and I'm thinking that they're going to have a zombie robot army.
So those are the Terracons.
That's that end wars type thing. It's not the Predacons at all. There are no Predacons in this so far.
Predacons, Terra. One of the biggest things I agree with that. If you give me Megatron, I want Megatron as a purple T-Rex, right?
With the green down his back.
And I just need him to go, yes, Dinobots, yes.
See, that's what makes me. I wanted Dinobot and Rat Trap, man. I'm so mad.
I believe we're getting it. We got to get a fuck. If you gave us Cheetor and Rhinox, there's got to be a Rat Trap. There's got to be a Rat Trap. Rat Trap mix mines. Rat Trap mix mines. Rat Trap, please. That's mine. Sorry. So that dropped.
Also, we just watched that show.
We both were just talking about we watched it on Tubi. But the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer. So starting out what looks like it's either Counter Earth or Half World. It's the High Evolutionaries joint, right?
I'm gonna assume Half World. That's my
I'm gonna assume Half World.
Or it's probably the Marvel combination
of the two. Right. We know the High Evolutionary is pretty much the bad guy because we see him, has the one girl running like a hamster in a wheel. How he just that little bitch just running in circles.
I didn't find out till today. That's homie from
Peacemaker.
I didn't realize that was him.
Where the fuck have you
I
been?
don't know. I just
James Gunn been announced after he was Mern in Peacemaker. It was like, meet the High Evolutionary.
Yeah, I should. I you know what? I probably did know it and just totally forgot. Because you're right, because he came out at Comic-Con dressed as a.
Who hurt you?
Didn't he come out at some convention already dressed?
No, probably. I don't remember if he did, but I just know he's been announced. Okay. He had been announced as High Evolutionary. So here's my question. While you sit there and ponder your soul, who do you think dies?
Emotionally, there's only 2 you can kill. And that's Mantis and Rocket.
You went Mantis?
Emotionally, those are the only 2 that you're going to care about.
Because of her just revealing to be Peter's sister?
Yes. That's very possible. I'm all of a sudden now family. Might die. If you kill Mantis, as a fan, I'm gonna be emotionally distraught. If you kill Rocket, something. If you kill Drax, it's okay. Well, Drax is now finally going to be with his family. All right, I'm not that angry about it.
Well, first of all,
if you kill Quill, who gives a fuck? Kill Quill. He fucking had 5 people dusted because of his ass.
5?
I mean, for 5 years, people were dusted and gone.
I was like, motherfucker, half the universe disappeared because of Peter Quill.
Exactly. So kill him.
I think it's Drax, and I feel like I froze on my screen, and I don't like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good.
Okay,
I can
cool.
see you. I can see you look all scared.
I was like, what the fuck? Because it just stopped. I feel like Drax is dying because Drax's sodium level is way too high. You see how bloated Drax is in the face now? How much potato chips was he eating during craft service? But also,
But
Dave
he was
Bautista
doing it slow. No one ever saw him.
just you don't see me, I'm not here. But Dave Bautista's already said he's done.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to work. He can't because he's not wrestling anymore.
Mm-mm.
So he doesn't have to physically keep up that stature anymore like that, right? And that makes sense. Look,
Also, he looked fucked up in that one shot in the trailer.
man,
What
the fuck shot him? Because if you remember the holiday special, bullets tickled this motherfucker. What shot this nigga in the chest? And they was like, hold his ass up. Here.
He was dying.
So, which brings the next question. Is that who Quill is screaming over?
See, yeah, that's because again, that's the reason that I go, it could be Mantis, because he would definitely be screaming over that. But I don't know if he'd be screaming like that for Drax.
I feel like he screams like that for Rocket.
See, but I think the Rocket stuff is a red herring because he's never in uniform in all those emotional scenes. I think those are all flashbacks.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We do get the Guardians in the team to finally dress like Rocket.
Yes.
And I think it's to show Rocket that we're with you together. You know, so something like that. Adam Warlock. We'll pull to Adam Warlock. What's your thoughts?
The gold as hell. Homie there's like one clip of him, and I'm just like, hey, that motherfucker's really gold. Okay.
So
I like that they put, it's not, obviously not the Mind Stone, but they put a stone there or something there.
we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I was talking to one of my buddies, and we were talking. He was like, he didn't like the trailer, and I was like, that's okay. But I also like you have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You have zero clue. You don't know who's living, who's dying, what's the plot, how do things connect, how does Half-World play into this, if it's Half-World or Counter-Earth, whatever, or if it's the hybrid of two. You just know the High Evolutionary is the bad guy. You know that Adam Warlock has been sent by the Sovereign to fuck up the Guardians.
And what's her name is in the credits of the trailer. Like when it says credits, and the girl who played the lady who ran the Sovereign, her and Stallone are both credited.
I saw Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's not in the trailer, but he's definitely credited in the movie already.
So does that mean we're getting that other Guardians team again?
Something like that, because Gamora's running with some Ravengers now, right?
She's a Ravager now.
So that could be. It doesn't tell you who she's with, does it?
No, remember
she might be running with one of them.
Because again, maybe she's running with Sylvester Stallone's sect of Ravagers.
What do you want from her story in this?
I want her to have her sister together. Because again, they still are at. Remember, this is 2014 Gamora.
Yes.
So this Gamora is still at odds with Nebula because they keep butting heads for Thanos' love, right, and approval. But at the same time, it's Nebula's like, bitch, I need you. Yeah. She's always been like that without saying it. They never get to, this Gamora has never gotten to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
To have that heart-to-heart moment. So I think they finally, because again, we do see the team together. So something brings all them together. I think that's that. I think something brings them all together to finally separate them. Now, this is what I think.
Well, here's why I ask you that about Gamora, because that I didn't even think about that, but that's what I want. What I don't want is for them to Letty and Dom this from Fast and Furious. Letty completely loses her memories, doesn't even know who Dom is. What the hell? I'm in love with you anyway. But old me was, so I guess I am too. I don't want that to just be so easy that boom, now Gamora loves Star-Lord now, you know? Because I feel like it would not be that easy to just happen again. But if we go the road where she's going for the relationship with her sister, that's something I would be much more interested in seeing.
So I'm cool with that. But I also feel like, what if Gamora ends up with? What if she makes up with her sister? What if she makes up and she ends up? Quill somehow gets her. What if they decide? What if this is how you end the Gamora Quill Nebula story? Nebula goes with Kraglin, right? And Rocket. They do their thing. What if Gamora and Quill return to Earth? What if somehow he finds a way to make Gamora look like a normal human chick? And they, because Quill is not. What if Quill just decides to finally go home?
I mean, I don't.
I'm just throwing that out. Now, this isn't like a real top. This isn't real applause.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing something out.
I like the idea of him going home. I just don't like the idea of, all right, one movie, they're back in love again. I just feel like that's too
Is
easy.
it one movie though?
Yeah, because she just died, and now we're like, all right, here's the movie. They're just finally getting back together.
She died in Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. And came back in Endgame. Is like, this one? Really? No. Like, I feel like this should be a different Gamora who hasn't gone on the path and hasn't gone through the adventures with him. So why would she be feeling the same way? She wouldn't. She's had a completely different life since coming to this Earth.
Mm.
You know? And I just, like, it would be easy for it to just happen. Maybe he gets to go live off happily, but maybe it's not with Gamora. Maybe Gamora and somehow there's some kind of recollection there or something. I don't
reconciliation.
know. Reconciliation. There we go. Words. I know them.
All right. So this is what I want personally. I want to see Rocket and Lila fuck.
I was not ready. He wasn't ready. I was not ready.
I want to see Rocket. I want to see Rocket hit Lila from the back.
So
Quill, I'm busy. And just
that's gonna be the first real sex scene in a Marvel movie.
Give me that. Give me
the raccoon and the otter.
Give me the hairiness. Just all. Give me all that SeaWorld sexiness. I want to see. I would actually, before Drax, if Drax does die, I want to see him profess his love to Mantis.
See, that's what I was thinking. I want him, if he's going to die, I want him to sacrifice himself saving Mantis.
Saving Mantis.
Yeah.
Because at the end, I think he starts to love her.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. What if he finally tries to go and she like, you don't get the fuck away from me? Like, because he's always kept thinking, she always was been like, no.
And she's like, no. And she's always been like, no, I'm not interested in you like that. And just saying.
And then he keeps thinking no matter what she is. So, I mean, but again, y'all, this is just us playing around. Again, it's a teaser trailer, by the way. We're going to get another trailer that's going to reveal a whole lot more. I think we may get some more details into the plot. We may get more of who the High Evolutionary is, or we might get more of Aisha the Sovereign and Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
I think that's what the official trailer is going to give us, one or the other, if not both. It's going to give us more High Evolutionary, who he is, why he has the island of Dr. Moreau, and then we're going to have fucking Aisha and the Sovereign.
Dude, when Drax throws that dodgeball.
Bro, it was the most unexpected shit to happen. Because the little girl was so cute. And he just beat the little ass like, God.
And you heard, like, I heard that sound, and I was just like,
you heard that hollow reverb.
I remember.
You heard that hollow boop. You know that hollowness in a dodgeball, bro. And so,
you know what I loved most about that part though? If you look careful, when they start throwing the rocks at them and Drax is laughing, they hit Drax, he gets mad. They're all ducking except for Groot. Groot just standing there, gets hit in the head, goes,
because that's Swole Groot. Hey, Swole. Hey, that's douchebag Groot. That's Groot. That's creatine bang energy drink Groot.
Fuckboy Groot.
That's fuckboy Groot. That is not Swole Groot. That's fuckboy with an eye Groot.
So
coming to this season of Fuckboy Island. Here's Skylar. Here's Jonathan. Here's Jonald. Here's Brendan and Groot. All right, let's move on real quick.
So basically what we're saying here, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you get a racket and an otter fucking, and then you get Fuckboy Groot.
Fuckboy Groot. Fuckboy Groot. That's not swole Groot. I am literally tweeting this right now. That's not swole Groot. That
Fuckboy Groot.
is Fuckboy Groot. Pure creatine and banged energy drinks. Ooh, I almost burped again in the mic. All right. So you found this second story that I want to talk that was hilarious. So I found the same article. So Becky Lynch, the WWE's Becky Lynch, the man, right? Arguably one of the biggest stars before her pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Was arguably one of the biggest stars in all of pro wrestling, man or woman.
Yeah.
Was arguably one of the biggest stars, right? Now, during that time, supposedly she literally had shot an unused post-credit scene from the Eternals. Now, the details are sparse about it, but the scene is said to have been scrapped because it was quote-unquote too depressing. So here's the thing. They said that studio higher-ups, however, were very, very happy with Lynch's portrayal, and there's a chance she could be returning. So she's more, if it's Becky Lynch and who she is, she's potentially a big character.
Yeah.
Because so we know supposedly an Eternal sequel is happening. It hasn't been officially announced, but we don't know where she could go. So what could she be doing? Could she be another Eternal? Could she? I mean,
it's really weird because they said if you read through some of the articles going, the post-credit scene was originally going to have her in it too, with
the one
Harry
with
Styles.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, because when I first read it, I'm like, all right, so it was just a random scene that they just got cut. But then you go, oh, but it was too depressing. Why was it depressing? How did this
somebody probably died.
I guess.
Look, first of all, let me say something. I know how a lot of people have these feelings about Phase 4, and they're like, oh, it didn't do all this, blah, 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 blah. Marvel is in their bag, and they was like, we're going to try something new, right? With the way that these two phases, not even just this one, these two phases have been dealing with grief, loss, trauma, and everything, it wouldn't surprise me. Because I'm going to tell you something. I've been saying this for the longest. I want Kang to step on Ant-Man.
You mean
what you say? What you mean? What do I mean? I want him to
you mean Wasp?
No, both.
I want Kang to murk Wasp.
I want him to murk. No, I want him to murk Wasp. That's fine, but I want him to step on Scott Lang in front of stature. I want him to step on him. If you want to make him a big bad and you want to help elevate Cassie, have him kill her daddy in front of, because Paul Rudd has to be dying in this movie. And I'm going to tell you why. There is no fucking reason we got this legacy of Ant-Man shit from Comic-Con Brazil.
I was about to say, did you see that?
There's no reason we getting that. There's no reason in the beginning of this trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, he is a goddamn celebrity being paraded all the way around unless he is about to go.
I mean, was he a celebrity Spider-Man?
No. In the movie, you got him taking pictures and the statues and all this other shit.
No, I was just joking because that was he goes, yeah, everywhere I go, they say the same thing. Thank you, Spider-Man.
So what I'm thinking is like, yo, I want to see Kang kill this man. And because Kang cannot bring Kang in it. What other way? And I said this on Break Room, and I'll say this again here in case people missed it. We know, if for those familiar with the comics, we know just how dangerous Kang can be, right? Mm-hmm. What would set up Kang to be one of the biggest bad guys, than to kill the hero of the movie he's introduced in?
Yeah. kill one of the last remaining old guard Avengers.
Kill one of the old guards. Like, have him kill this Smog.
And we already know he's capable of because of the line. It wasn't in any of this that we've seen still, but the line from Comic-Con goes, "Have I killed you before?
Have I killed you before?" If a motherfucker tell you, "Have I killed you before?" You know what? This Avenger life ain't for me no more. Look, let me tell you something. I got some hoes and a Tinder profile. I'm gonna go on over here. I don't need this.
I got employee of the month at Baskin Robbins.
They got my plaque and shit on the wall, bro. I don't need this shit. You know, anybody want to shrink it like a little bitch? Because this nigga's not stepping on me. Have I killed you before? Yo, hey, I heard that Dairy Queen is hiring. I'm gonna go take my talents to Dairy Queen. They need me. I'm gonna go give it this Avengers shit. What about my daughter? That little bitch on her own. She got a stepmama. Stepmama the teacher. Oh, what a stepmama about January 6th. She ain't gotta listen to that hoe all the way through. I'm gonna go get up out of here.
She already grown. She did 5 years on her own. She fine.
She fine. She grew up on her own. She didn't have to learn about life. She might have dealt with some fuckboys. She might know fuckboy group. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't need to be a part of this shit no more. I'm gonna get up out of it. Have I killed you before? Nigga, oh God. Have I killed? You not gonna calmly ask me, you're an Avenger. Have I killed you before? I gotta go. You know what? That's my Uber outside. Hey, but we in the quantum realm. I called the Uber while I was in the quantum realm when I was going through the tunnel because I didn't know.
My time. I gotta set my time to land at the right time.
I didn't know what might happen, and I don't know if I need to be involved in this shit. Okay, fuck all that. Have I killed you before? Calmly? Have I killed you before? No. Yo. What happened? They said Avengers don't quit. God damn it, I quit, retire, hang up my jersey. I took that personally like Michael Jordan. I'm out. Have I killed you?
That just needs to be a whole bit in your routine, dog.
Have I killed you before? Again, Jonathan Majors makes this look. You thought the way Thanos was psychotic because he believed if I kill half of existence, the other half will just flourish, right? That's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I just kill. If I get rid of half of existence, the other half can live beautifully. Until he realizes, oh, you bitches won't forget. So I'm gonna just kill all y'all, right? That's Thanos. Kang is like, I've been through time. Okay, bitch, I've been through the year 3000 and back. Okay, I've watched Kanye West go crazy already. I knew this was coming. So with Kanye going crazy and you say you're an Avenger, have I killed you? Like, what? Have I killed you before?
I'm done. Bye. Deuces.
So with all that, I think we got a little bit more Marvel news again.
So with all that, Becky Lynch was possibly going to be back.
Becky Lynch was somebody serious. I also think Kang shows up in the post-credit scene of Guardians 3.
Ooh.
Because the hype, again, there's these level of people now we're getting introduced to. We got the Celestials, right? We're actually going possibly into the spine of nowhere before it got his head ripped off and figure out what the fuck ripped off what the fuck killed Nowhere?
I think that's part of that because I remember seeing that. I go, oh, that could be
parts of its DNA floating around. What killed? Again, we just know it's the head of a Celestial. We've seen how big the fingertips of a Celestial being born, are hanging out the ocean, God rest Ralphie May, out the ocean, and they are mountains. The fingertips
of the baby Celestial.
Of a baby. What the fuck ripped off a grown one's head? If it's only one thing that could have done it, and that's the monster from Gallon, known as Galactus. Unless somehow Kang was like, Listen, I've
Have I
killed
killed
Avenger.
you before?
Kang was like, there comes a time in a man's life when you
shit.
gotta kill a celestial. You walk up to him, you see his big ass, and you say, have I killed you before? Would you like a drink? Budweiser. For when you want to rip the shit off a celestial's head. Budweiser. You know what I'm saying? So, but Becky Lynch, back to Becky,
was someone.
she was, but the beautiful thing is, look, Marvel has said, because since Bob Iger's taking back over, they are now going to go back to quality over quantity, because a lot of things didn't hit. And like, look, they were like, we in our bag. We can see what we can do. That's fine. That's fine. We were stretched thin. We were doing all this. We could slim it back down. But Becky Lynch had to be somebody that you had plans for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I look at the Eternals themselves, the only woman I could have thought of besides Cersei and Ajax and Thing, I can't think of none beside the three. And Sprite, I can't think of no other woman. I got to reread my Dream and Celestial saga and a couple other ones, but I can't think of any women offhand.
Yeah.
That's offhand. Now, again, there are some.
I'm with you, but I mean, would she have been one of the Eternals for just one scene, though?
Remember, this whole setup that was like, there are more Eternals out here, which there are.
Okay.
So she could have probably been part of that other batch of Eternals.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe, how was she in the scene with Harry Styles? Maybe she's Harry Styles' mama.
Ooh.
And Thanos' she's Eros's and Thanos' mother.
Ooh.
Who was also an Eternal. Well, no, she wasn't. She was just from Saturn. She's just from the Moon of Titan.
Okay. Well, I thought one of them would have been a Celestial, wouldn't
Thanos? No. Thanos' father's an Eternal.
Okay.
His mother was from Titan, the moon of Saturn. But maybe maybe. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me go ahead and do this real quick.
What we Google it? Who's Thanos' mama?
Oh yeah, Sweet Son. I just want to make sure I knew it right. Sweet Son.
Sweet Son.
Yeah.
What's the character kind of look like? Could Becky Lynch pull it off?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm gonna show you screen again. Yes, Becky Lynch is a redhead, but the colors are a thing, just so y'all know. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to BC, and we're gonna describe her to you so you can see what the fuck she looks like. So that is her, which is about to pop up right there. That is Sweet Son.
Oh yeah. Oh, Becky Lynch could pull that off easy.
Becky Lynch. So all it is just a woman. She looks like a regular woman. She looks like a human. She just has darker hair.
Yeah.
But Sweet Son, because remember, Sweet Son has a quote that says, Thanos has a quote that says, I know it sounds ludicrous, I know, but sometimes I can believe I remember the day I was born. I remember you holding me for the first time and the look of horror that came over your face. And then you picked up a scalpel and tried to murder me. I'm sorry, mother. I'm sorry they wouldn't let you. Because again, Thanos is technically a deviant.
Yeah.
So
that could I like that. That could be
because she has. Oh, she is an Eternal. I'm sorry. So she's because yes, her and the Lars.
Okay. Did you see? Young Rock.
No.
Becky Lynch was on there. She was Cyndi Lauper.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It was cute. It was a very small role, but she did fine in it.
I auditioned for a role and it didn't get it. That's whatever.
Which one?
I don't know if you've seen the episode yet with Nitro. They probably haven't aired it yet. It's probably like 2 more episodes. Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 more episodes. Yeah. Whatever. I didn't get it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck that show. That's how I always feel. I don't care about the show no more. I would have watched the show at first. Then I had an audition and didn't get it. Fuck the show. I'm yo, I know. That's why I'm laughing. I'm one of those people, y'all. Y'all probably wonder, like, what? Look, much love and respect to Dwayne Johnson, $7 Productions, everybody that works on the show. My homeboy Adam Ray plays Vince McMahon. Shouts out to Luke Hawks, all the people that are on the show. But when I audition for a show and I don't get it, it take a while for me to give a fuck. You better ask people how long it took me to watch Insecure. You better ask people how long it took me to watch Dave. You know what I'm saying? All these shows that people be like, yo,
I still haven't watched Dave, and that's just because you weren't on it.
People be like, yo, how come you don't watch these shows? I have my reasons. And then they be like, yeah, the check's out. Yeah, because I don't want to watch this and see another motherfucker. And I'll be like, that could have been me. Sorry, I'm a little hostile when I bring this up. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, that's that. We got that's all the Marvel news, I think. Hold on, let me see what else you put on here. So we talked about that. Oh, yeah. Quentin Tarantino keep running his mouth. And he was like, ain't no motherfucking movie stars in I think we talked about this last week.
We talked about Quentin Tarantino saying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
we didn't talk about the reply.
Oh, yeah. Him saying, Quentin Tarantino said, ain't no movie stars in fucking Marvel. And this is exactly what Samuel L. Jackson, who has starred in several of Quentin Tarantino's movies, who is currently Nick fucking Fury with a whole series about to come out. He said, quote, it takes an actor to be those particular characters. And the sign of a movie stardom has always been what? Asses in seats. What are we talking about? That is not a big controversy for me to know that apparently these actors are movie stars. Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. You can't refute that. He's a movie star. The man didn't even use himself.
That's what I do. What I love the most is he didn't even go, hey, bitch, I'm in your movies and I'm in these and I'm a fucking movie star. He went, no, Chadwick Boseman, which is even, like bigger.
Let me tell you something. That motherfucker could have had them play Prince's Baby I'm a Star, and that's all he had to say. Baby, I'm a star. Might not know it now.
I gotta love Samuel L. Jackson, man.
But like, that's it. Like, he just shut that shit down. All right.
Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson, I saw you did the reaction to Cocaine Bear. I said, man, the only thing I wish this had was Samuel L. Jackson. Like, I feel like he should be in this.
Let me address something real quick. So y'all already know if you follow your boy, do a lot of trailer reactions on the YouTube channel. You should go ahead and follow youtube.com. You can check out, search at Mr. J Washington, find me easy, okay? When I crack a lot of jokes about something in the trailer after I watch it, I don't need everybody coming in the comments. Well, actually, this is what happened with the bear. I watched the trailer, gave my legit reaction to seeing the trailer, how I do it, genuine nature, et cetera, et cetera. And I said afterwards, who in the fuck talked to the bear afterwards? Did the bear give consulting notes? Was the bear like, actually, in this scene, when I chased the white bitch, you got to, I said those things, right? So that's what to chase the white bitch, I need you to be a little more rah. Now, this part right here, this is when the cocaine kicked in. I need you to be wee. So I said all the things like that of sorts in my trailer reaction. There's so many people who went in the comments was like, well, actually, the bear died of an overdose afterwards. It was only alive for a certain amount. Motherfucker, it's a joke. I don't need you giving me the historical accuracy of a bear that ate a kilo of cocaine. I don't need you coming to me talking about the bear only lived because his heart gave out afterwards in like 90 minutes. I mean, he wouldn't have been around. He's not alive today. I know the motherfucker's dead. He ate a kilo of cocaine.
Why is that? Why do they go to the truth behind a movie called Cocaine Bear? Like, obviously, this is way more than the truth of it. We wouldn't make a movie if it wasn't more exaggerated.
I know that for almost an hour and a half, it was the most dangerous thing on the planet. That's next to Superhead with open jaws. The most dangerous thing on the planet. I get it. But I just don't understand. Some people in YouTube comments, they felt the need, like several people was like, somebody went and copy and pasted a whole motherfucking thing. Nigga, why? Like, it don't make no fucking sense. Have fun with some shit, y'all. Straight up. This trying to be literal shit all the fucking... Again, I said, yo, we got Cocaine Bear. What's next? Crack Crocodile, DMT Duck, Ecstasy Eagle. I want to know what's coming. Fuck. And I don't ever want to be like that hard ass, but it's like, yo, can y'all just enjoy shit?
Facts.
You ain't gotta try to be out here being well, here's the exact thing that it's a fucking movie about a bear high off cocaine.
Actually, Jay, I think it's a documentary because this did actually happen in real life. That is an actual clip of the bear the second time when he goes back and snorts the line. That was actually
the dude's leg. Off of a motherfucker's leg. And you want to tell me
that actually happened just like that?
The cartel had kilos dropped out scamming. I don't give a shit. Have fun. Have fun. I don't know, man. I just don't. All right, look. Let me go back to. Let's see. That's all the Marvel news I got. I got a little bit of Blue Beetle news. Oh, God, I go burp. So, in a surprise panel, we talked about CCXP, which is the Brazilian Comic-Con. Warner Brothers and DC Studios released the first official poster for Blue Beetle, and it has an actual date of August 18th in theaters, a week before nigga's birthday. It is, listen, I think everybody needs to understand this was going to happen, okay? We were all nervous. People were like, oh, Jesus, this movie's going to get canceled. And it couldn't because of the back. There was no way this could get canceled after canceling Batgirl. Warner Brothers as a studio would have caught all type of hell because they're already catching hell still from getting ready. They put out a new poster for The Flash and everything. Like, you know what's happening, right? They're about to push this. They are really about to push Ezra Miller in front of everybody to. They're not
going to put him on the press. We're not going to see him.
You are going to see Ezra fucking Miller sitting out here talking about some. This is a great time, just a great movie for everybody, and blah 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 blah. When everybody's gonna be like, shouldn't you be in prison? Like, that would be if I was doing a junk. Let me tell you something to all my friends who listen to me, who do these junkets, who work in this industry, and people who are going to talk to Ezra Miller on a various amount of levels. Don't you let this motherfucker skate just to talk about this goddamn movie. Because there's no reason this movie should be happening. Yes, we understand that.
There's no way I would let him anywhere near a press line.
We know that Warner don't want to eat $200 million. We get that, right? We get that. We understand that. It's a given. But at the same motherfucking time, Ezra Miller, because Ezra wanted to give you a fucking apology letter, I'll do a PR apology. A PR that wasn't from them directly, because this motherfucker had a coat and got a young child that he is trying to help bring the young girl to bring forth the apocalypse. Stop. So that everybody is going to cover this film that is going to be like, yo, because here's the fucked up thing. And I'm going to slightly divert with it. Here's the fucked up thing. You ready for this, BC?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard from several people who have seen it that unfortunately it is a good movie. Unfortunately, The Flash is a good movie. Why do I say unfortunately? Because Ezra Miller is a menace.
Facts.
Ezra Miller is a menace. So, you are not going to tell me Ezra Miller should have been locked up numerous times a long time ago. We've argued this about, we've argued this thing about, the complexion for the protection and shit like that. So it's all these things, but I just want to make sure people get that. Yeah. It's just, yes, people can say now Will Smith is back on the press tour doing another slave movie, which, by the way, I understand it's based on a real person, but I don't know why the fuck the director was in the press line with a slave trading card, nigga.
What the hell?
No, Oh man, this was based off of.
I
Tell
saw
us in
that
your
headline.
heart.
I
Don't you
saw
keep
that
a
headline.
slave
I was
trading
like,
card?
what is this dude what are you doing?
I don't understand some
Uh,
of you humans.
I will say, dude, that Blue Beetle poster
Looks
is
amazing.
fucking pretty.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I am sitting up heavily waiting on the trailer. So when I saw some of the BTS behind the scenes photos, I've been excited for Blue Beetle for a very long time, especially when they said it was because I remember doing DC movie news. I remember it was me and Elena talking about it, and we were talking about how they said they were doing Blue Beetle, and I was like, you cannot do Ted Cord because it is not interesting. Jaime Reyes is the most interesting one, especially off what Young Justice has shown us with his life, because the Scarab is willing to kill because the part is the Scarab will kill his family.
Yeah.
And he got to tell the Scarab to chill. Like
I do. I'm so on board. And as soon as they announced Zolo, dude, I was like, this motherfucker gonna kill.
Yes. So, but that is that. So again,
and you're right. Trailers normally follow that first poster not too long after.
It would not. We are recording this on a Sunday, December 4th. It would not surprise me by any motherfucking thing if we wake up tomorrow morning and the Blue Beetle trailer has dropped.
Could be.
We could be talking about this next week that the Blue Beetle trailer has dropped. It would not surprise me in any stretch of the imagination. Because again, you said it earlier.
They're trying to get everything out before
the holidays. All right. So give us your thought on Titans. I haven't seen it.
Man, I was just gonna say I'm liking it. It's still really good. The story's very weird, and I don't know if it's that it's the week to week and it's just dragging. But the Brother Blood storyline has been back and forth. And
wait, they got Brother Blood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, I forgot they did cast Brother Blood. You're right.
Yeah,
right.
Brother Blood, and he's just now. I think we're 6 episodes in. He's just now becoming Brother Blood.
Would you say this Brother Blood is equal or better or worse than the version we got in Arrow?
I can't remember which one. Who played him in Arrow?
What the fuck was his name? I can't. Oh God, please remember. I know a lot of y'all are probably sitting here yelling it,
screaming at it. Yeah.
Brother Blood, Arrow. Hold on, I got it right here. Kevin Alejandro.
That's right. Yeah, I did really like him. This one, because he's not really Brother Blood yet. It'll be interesting to see how they keep playing this storyline out. But it's just been really weird, and I think it really misses Red Hood a lot.
Okay.
Not having Cullen there, I think he was a star of this show. And the same thing with Dove and Hawk and Wonder Girl. Not having them there has been hurting it. But
really,
I mean, me personally, I still like it. I still enjoy it, but I think it's missing something right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I gotta try to get into it. I'm waiting on the next season of Doom Patrol. Honestly, Titans again. I agree. Red Hood. I didn't care much for him as Jason Todd. When I knew he was going to die and become Red Hood, I was like, all right, cool.
I liked all of that. I thought he was great as Todd. Like that's why I have the problem playing Gotham Knights now, because Jason Todd is like this huge hulking character.
Yeah, he is in that.
And I remember, and for me, the ideal Todd now is this kid. I was like, I loved it.
It's always interesting because when we talk about video games so much of these comic book characters and shit, they're gonna make them larger than life, as opposed to, that's why when the first X-Men movie came out, I think to everybody it was like, oh shit, if they were just built like regular fucking people.
Yeah.
So when you get the kid who played Jason Todd in Titans, you're like, bet. Again, you still are gonna have a hard time. I still have a hard time of competing which one was the better Deathstroke, Manu Bennett or Isai Morales. Like that, I have a very difficult time when people ask me like, who was the better Deathstroke?
I think I'd go Manu over it though.
There's something about Manu when that motherfucker kept showing up. That nigga showed up to Oliver's crib, was like, "You have a lovely home here," and then that motherfucker walked in. Oliver was like, he was like, "Hey, Slade, hey, bro." When he walked up to the car, he was like, hey, bro, what the fuck? He was like, hey, bro, what you?
Bed?
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
Say hi. You going to sleep? Okay, love you. Sorry, come say goodnight.
No worries. When you had him sitting at the car when he was about to drive off, and Oliver was like, "Bro, what the fuck you doing in my crib, bro? fuck you doing in my crib?
Have I killed you before?"
Yeah. And then Slade was in like a Porsche or a Lamborghini. Hey, bro, I made you a promise. I'm gonna keep that promise. You know what this promise is, bro. You know how you fucked up. Now go ahead, let me and my one eye drive off. What?
He was so cold.
Because also he was so cold, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you think you got a shot on me right now? Let me tell you something. So you're Mr. Diggle. I know he coming, bro. I got his ass taken out right now."
Oh, God, Arrow was so good those early seasons.
Man, look, I'm rewatching. I put season 3 on in the back.
Yeah.
In the background is noise, and so But yeah, so that's all we got for that. All right, let me see what I got in the emails. Let's go here. I do have, okay, come on. I'm able to MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com, MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. If you want to call the hotline, 818-276-6947, 818-276-6947. I have an email here that I did go back, and it says, it is from Mr. Fred Castillo, and the headline is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I am trying to open it, put the thing of the internet wants to act stupid. It says, "Hey, JNBC, ever since I watched the Guardians holiday special, I've been in the Christmas spirit. I know Guardians Volume 2 wasn't admired as much as the first, but I liked it more. It was a deeper emotional story. I'm now realizing I'm going to miss James Gunn once his DC run begins. After Guardians 3, is there a director you like to see take over and think can continue the mantle in their own way into the Guardians story? And what are some of the storylines that the MCU can continue to tell the saga? Thanks, and I'll be listening. Fred C. P.S. Potential spoiler. Since the release of Guardians 3 is May 5th, I'm predicting that Kevin Bacon makes a cameo on Nowhere for Easter. I agree. I think Kevin Bacon.
Oh, he's definitely going to be in it. There's no way.
I think, Kevin Bacon is in this movie for sure.
Yeah.
Because again, he filmed the movies together.
At the absolute very least, he's in a post-credit scene in that movie.
It's something.
Yeah.
So this has been a question that a lot of people have been having. Again, we know that this Guardian saga, this story, this team is done. This has been a question a lot of people have been bringing up. Who can continue it? The only person I initially thought about that could continue this saga doesn't want it. Taika Waititi.
Damn, that's what I was going to say.
Remember when James got fired?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. You're not going to put this on me. And Taika already has Thor.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think Thor's wrapping up. If we even get one more, I think his story might end in another film or something. Who knows? Maybe the Avengers movies. But if Taika wanted to stay in the MCU, I think Guardians would be the best place for him. I think he's really the only one I could think that would really give us that same flair. Whatever else we get is going to be a complete tonal shift.
Which
is fine. If we shift tones, that's fine.
Here's why it's difficult for me to think this, because I have to. Okay, so that's the number one thing. Are we cool with shifting tones? Because we've known the Guardians to be this fun, whimsical type deal that gets a bit serious, right? But that's like with Spider-Man. John Watts isn't doing the next one.
Nope.
And we talked about, if John Watts is not going to do it, wait till you get Watts back potentially. Because he's been spending 10 years doing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
You can take a break, right? But it's like, who can, again, depending on Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan is the only person I see taking over Black Panther if Ryan Coogler doesn't want to do a third. If it's too much for him to do a third. Again, based on Creed 3.
Creed 3.
So I don't know. I honestly, it's a very difficult. Guardians becomes the hardest one.
Yeah.
I can see people do espionage type joints. Again, you got Malcolm Spellman and them doing Captain America New World Order. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Because also they're not stuck to COVID.
True.
Again,
And now,
COVID. Go ahead.
Now they can, the Guardians can be, it's gonna be less like music friendly and whatnot. Probably it'll shift a little tone there, and the comedy will be more of a MCU basic comedy, I bet, if we get somebody, whoever else takes over. But I don't know.
All right, so we got a phone call into the hotline. Let's check out this phone call right now.
Hey, Mr. J, this is Fred Castillo. I've been listening to you for a long time, and I love the content you bring and the honest opinions you have. So I decided to make this phone call. It's about James Gunn and the DC universe. I love all these Guardians of the Galaxy content. And after watching Guardians 3 trailer, man, I'm full in. My question is though, since Marvel didn't have the rights to some of the popular heroes, they were able to take the less popular heroes and build a universe around them. Is that something that James Gunn can do? Can he build a universe the same way Kevin Feige did, without using the big three, since they're kind of troubled at the moment? Plus, without having to appear like they're copying the Marvel game plan. That's it, man. I appreciate you taking this call. Thanks to BC for everything he brings, man. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for taking my call.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, Fred. It was good to actually hear your voice. I will say that. Thank you for the email and the call. James Gunn is absolutely going to give us obscure characters.
The most obscure characters.
We're getting a live action Batmite. I don't know what the fuck y'all think. This is terrible. Batmite is one of his favorite characters in the world. He has given us a live action Batmite. Okay. So I think we're getting that. There's so much he can give us. I think, look, he's been putting out little things and teaser pictures and posters. And by the way, I need all these outlets to stop running with everything that he posts and making full clickbait articles. Like, here's
every single tweet.
Every tweet that man makes, people make a whole look. He's like, if you know James Gunn, again, like Fred, like you said, he's gonna do obscure characters. But when you see, here's the problem with that copy the Marvel plan statement. The plan has always been an interconnected universe. Marvel just showed us how to do it. Right? Marvel took the time, they built it out, they showed you people, they made a giant TV show in theaters, right? James Gunn is like, I get to do this across 3 to 4 different mediums. I'm doing it in theaters, TV, and video games as well. That's the one that's going to be like, whoa.
That's very difficult because when I look at Star Wars, one of their biggest difficulties is the fact that they're like, yeah, everything's canon, including these games. And that's where you're going to get some issues coming in.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man, to see how it plays out. It's going to be very unique. I think he can do it. Again, if he gives me look, I love Echo Kellum to death. Great dude, great actor. Love what he did in Arrow. But if you give me another Mr. Terrific in live action, let him go, I'm here for it. You give me a Curtis Holt that's going to go, make him a former Olympian, let him go. Mm-hmm. If you're going to give me, I would love to see what he does with Zatanna for real.
Yeah.
I would, and again, here's the thing too.
A new take on, again, this one's been done a lot, but a new take on Constantine from James Gunn.
No, I'm good. Here's the thing. According to he helps, him and Safran are plotting the studio, but the rule is he gets to direct at least one movie a year. So he's going to make sure this shit does right. And I don't think James Gunn is taking his job and it's like, yo, this is what I need to do. If you want this done right, let me do it. So,
yeah, there's no way James Gunn just signs on to know that it's going to fall through or something's not going to work. They have every detail set. They know what they're going to do. They're going to let him run his show. It's him and Safran who have been together long enough. They know what they're doing.
All T's crossed, I's dotted. All right. So again, y'all can go ahead and call and give some more hotline calls here. 818-276-6947, 818-276-6947. Get the emails in the hotline. I mean, until the Mad Titan Podcast email. We got to get ready to wrap this up because I got to be out these streets and I got to get off here and get out there. To everybody, I'm going to do this real quick. To the members of the Supervillain Squad on Patreon, Alberto Rios, thank you for being a part of the 101. Azuri, Bobby McMillan, 101, I appreciate you. Brock Severson, Chauncey, 101, I appreciate you. Cheryl Corman, Chris Lee, appreciate you. Dan Bibke, David Adams, Fanboy Kentia, Fillmore Pockets, Frank Castillo, thank you so much. Greg Morrissey, Jim Payne, I love you, bro. Got to get you back to the 101. Jolene, thank you for being a 101. Justin Square, Kevin Williams, we got to set yours up. Kirsty Oliveria, Luke Shergers, we got to set yours up as well. Marcus Burton, Patrick Hart, thank you all for being the members of the Supervillain Squad on Patreon. Please, patreon.com/Mr. J Washington. The Discord is open. You want to start conversations there? Let's keep all this going. If y'all had some, I probably haven't opened Discord on my phone. That's why I haven't got any notifications, because I got a new phone and all my apps came over and I didn't open everything because I didn't want to overcrash my processor this time. So that's on me. Wednesday, January 11th, if you're in San Diego, Wednesday, January 11th, one night only, I am headlining the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego, 8 p.m., all right? Wednesday, January 11th, that is then. Mr. J Washington, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Hive, TikTok, where they don't ban me. BC, tell them what you got going on.
Man, you can find me on all social media at TheGrindCalls, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and the Hive, all 6 followers. I'm super famous.
Is Hive still down right now, right? Because I
haven't been able to get on all week.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I think we broke Hive. It's 2 people running the whole thing. So I just want to say that.
Yeah.
All right. So look, we will holler at y'all next week. We almost didn't get this out. So I'm debating if we're gonna figure out if we're gonna do holidays or if we're gonna keep going. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do this for y'all. We need to know what y'all want. So let us know. Hit us up. Holler at y'all next week. We out. I don't know what episode it is. Oh, like and subscribe. If you're listening on every podcast week, fuck you. Yo, leave 5-star ratings wherever you hear this. Bye. I don't trust this.